Called me a good egg. Twice. I bet you're a good egg. After I started dating this one woman, she told me some of the things she was doing to be in contact with me. One day I was talking about this breakfast place I'd go to because they had this fairly priced big breakfast. She asked me to send her a pic of my food the next time I went because she was a vegetarian and wanted to live vicariously through my meat eating. Another time when she was going to visit her folks, she told me she was probably going to text me a bunch because she said she would get depressingly bored when she went. She spent much of the time making sexually suggestive anagrams out of my name. Most women will never make it obvious that they like you, but they'll find excuses to be in your presence or to be in contact with you. Unfortunately, that girl ended up being bipolar, self-medicating with alcohol, and would fly into a screaming rage at me at every 2 weeks. There were some good times, but the bad times left trauma I'll likely never fully get over. My ex has bipolar and also self-medicated. Sending you my internet solidarity. Victory hand. Medium light skin tone. When I was in HS, a girl always wanted me to sit next to her, going as far and pulling me to a chair next to hers several times during club meetings or classes. I thought she liked me, but as time went on I realized she was just being nice. Oof, that's why I automatically assume that they're always being nice. Lol, I was waiting in line at Burger King when I was Christmas shopping. I was ordering a icy, then I went up to the next window. The manager came out and asked did I have a GF? I said no and she said you are fine and she gave me her number. Lol. You were Christmas shopping at Burger King? I've always hoped to one day see an icy wrapped with my name on it under the tree. Talk to me once and then just act like they don't know me at all. At least they talked to you once before ignoring you. My last ex pretended to have computer problems, but she just wanted me to come sit next to her so she could perv on me and give me a hint she was interested. Thank God I realized at the last minute what she was doing and I asked her out for a date on the spot. We dated for 3 years. I missed so many cues from one girl who kept trying that technique when I was in uni. We'd often be in the library at the same time and she'd always be asking for computer advice, or help finding books that were right in front of her. I'd obviously help and we'd talk. What should have been a clear indicator was when she asked me to have a look at her laptop at her place between lectures. I decided to catch up on reading instead. Shouted my name out. She worked at Starbucks. You sure she know? At dinner, I had a girl go to the bathroom then come back with an unbuttoned shirt. Then she sat on the same side of the booth. It worked. Edit. I couldn't have asked for the check faster. Haha. My wife in school used to walk by me and flip her hair my direction and gaze up at me. I always used to look back at her, but my dumb ass didn't understand she was wanting me to notice and stop her to talk. Eventually friends hooked us up in a way by allowing us to finally speak to each other. 8 years and 3 kids later. Lol. Damn, you didn't first talk to your wife until after 8 years and 3 kids. Placed her exercise mat close to mine in the gym classes even though they were relatively empty. I didn't get the hint. A few days later proceeded to stretch in front of me with full-on downward dog, bending over etc. I still didn't get the hint or was afraid of reading too much into it. This went on for weeks and she finally just gave me her phone number. People like saying, haha, guys are stupid, give obvious hints for us, but what you said is kinda how I feel. You read into it and you end up looking dumb or even borderline creepy. I've had women drop what seemed like so obvious hints that weren't, so I don't want to act on something I'm not sure of. I was playing games with the boys online and my wife walked in and flashed me. At the time, she was normally shy about doing something like that. One could say, I let the boys down that round. Wait, was she your wife at the time? And I need to confirm that the boys were present online and not like in the same room. Flicked water at me from her hands while she was walking by. I said, hey, you got me wet, and she replied, just returning the favor. God damn, she got game. shoved me down on her bed and thrust her tongue into my mouth. You never forget your first kiss. Maybe she's just Canadian. Tried to kill me. That will do it. My now fiancé basically stopped going home after noticing I am in no good place in life. She was into me but noticed I wasn't in the shape for it. So she got me back into life basically without knowing if it would pay off and without wanting something in exchange. Once I was good again she packed her things. I asked her not to and there we are. Greater than so she got me back into life basically without knowing if it would pay off and without wanting something in exchange. Nice. Cut herself and threatened to kill herself and make me ditch all my friends so that I'd only have her left. Oh, she's a keeper. You guys are getting attention? A pretty girl once moved out of my way on a sidewalk so I think she noticed me. Was hanging with an ex of mine before we got together, in her room playing Xbox together. She got up after a bit and left the room leaving me. Then she came back and laid down in her bed. She asked if I wanted to sit down and me being the dunce I am thought that she was getting tired so I politely excused myself and went home. When I got home she messaged me and let me know that she had been naked and wanted to have sex. Once again being a waste of air I said something along the lines of, haha you're just kidding. You'll have to try harder tomorrow if you want to prank me. Good night. That shit still haunts me. Man, this hurts me just reading this. Edit spelling. Wore a skirt with nothing underneath. That was fun. I had a coworker who wore these thin white pants and bright yellow underneath. I didn't like her and one of the other guys was needlessly being aggressive towards me over it. I can't be asterisk 100% sure it was intentional, but in the gym, I got the feeling this girl and I had some mutual, miring going on. She most definitely watched me lifting for longer than seemed normal, and I'd spent plenty of time looking intently at the floor when she lifted in my vicinity. One day, it's just me and her in the whole gym. Out of the whole row of 5 benches, she picks the one almost in front of me. Bent over dumbbell rows facing away from me. She was either incredibly oblivious to people's attention, or trying to torment me. Bro, you never said hi. That was your chance. In college a girl at a bar came up behind me and slipped something in my pocket. It was her panties. Needless to say I did not stay till last call. So were they comfortable to wear or did you just give them back? Had similar back when I was like, 19. She had just turned 18 and was talking all week in work about how she was going to get her nipples pierced as a birthday gift to herself. She came in on Monday, immediately finds me and asks if I want to see them. Who am I to say no to an offer like that? Cheeky smiley face. We ended up dating for a bit but it was a total train wreck on both our parts. We were both the others first and had the usual plethora of horny teenager issues. Also had a girl I'd been friends with for a long while shove my hand down her top during a night out. It also worked and honestly we'd still be together today if not for family issues. Family issues? Was she your sister? Grimace. Sent me unsolicited but tasteful nudes on Snapchat. Taken me on a 4-hour mountain hike followed by artisan pizza. Shared a bottle of wine for 5 hours on a streetside pub. Netflixed and literally chilled. This seems to be a common strategy for girls. Asking if you want to watch a movie and then you bang instead, afterwards. Yeah, my ex of 7 years tried to lure me round her house to watch the new SpongeBob film rolling on the floor laughing tears of joy. I didn't go. I had already seen it rolling on the floor laughing. Told this before in a different sub 20 years or so ago while at uni. One of the hottest girls in school walked up to me at a party and gave me a note that said, "If you would do it sober, do it tonight." She then lead me to my room and the night instantly improved. Existed. Is it? Once in the train there was a girl. She got my attention when she said, "Tickets please." Goddamn, the tickets please guy is ripped. Bend and snap. I scrolled too far to see this. I was at a house party once where a very drunk girl stood next to me and mid-conversation whacked my hand down her knickers. Then again I was at a gig in Camden and a girl stood in front of me and started to feel my wong. Then again took my hand and whacked it up her skirt and down her knickers. I struggled it away. She went off. Thought it was the end, then she came back and did it again. This time just a skirt and no knickers. Which makes me think that she thought my main contention to the whole previous experience was that her knickers were getting in the way. I've often wondered if these would cut as sexual assault. Definitely sexual assault. Sorry that happened.